Imagine yourself in a post-apocalyptic world. The war is lost, the capital lies in ruin, and you are on the run. But in the midst of all the chaos, there is hope. Hope that lies in the form of a tactical strategy game, Shardpunk Verminfall. In this video, we'll be exploring the similarities between Shardpunk Verminfall and two of the best games we've played. The tactical strategy game XCOM and Darkest Dungeon, a dark turn-based dungeon crawler. We will delve into the game mechanics that make Shardpunk Verminfall such a unique and exciting game. As always, find all the links for the games and further references in the description below the video. Before we dive in, I want to make it clear that the purpose of this video is not to suggest that Shardpunk copied mechanics from other games. Instead, we're going to explore how these mechanics were implemented and improved upon in Shardpunk. Working as a full-time software developer, I believe in the value of building on existing successes rather than reinventing the wheel. This has been done forever, and I hope it continues for the benefit of everyone, both developers and especially gamers. With that being said, let's start by talking about the team structure and character selection. The first similarity between Shardpunk and Darkest Dungeon is the team selection. Just like in Darkest Dungeon, you have to select a team of 4 characters for each run. The difference here is that in Shardpunk, you always have to select 3 regular characters and 1 automaton. Characters come from various backgrounds and have different classes, each with its unique strengths and weaknesses. It's up to you to select the perfect combination of characters for each run, just like in Darkest Dungeon. And yes, we're not talking about how you should always pick Tilly and her katana as one of your 3 characters, since she's insanely good. I'm imagining the devs will most likely nerf her a little bit, so enjoy while it lasts. You'll get your team of 4, 3 regular characters and 1 automaton, and eventually you'll recruit a 4th one while playing, making it a total of 5 team members for a run. In Shardpunk, after each location and combat run, there will be a shelter phase, where you have to manage resources and take care of your team. Each of your unique characters will also have shelter skills that result in different outcomes, like reducing stress or buffing the critical stat chance for the whole next run, and so on. Where have we seen a similar thing? Exactly. This phase is just like the one in Darkest Dungeon, camping. During a run, you have to heal your characters, rest them, and manage your resources. This adds a whole new level of depth and strategy to the game, making it even more than just a simple turn-based combat game. It's also during this in-between combat time that you can do the character level ups, upgrade their weapons, or even craft items like grenades or steam packs. In Shardpunk Verminfall, characters experience stress as much as they do in Darkest Dungeon. However, in Shardpunk, stress directly affects a character's stats, which is indicated by a purple bar below the health bar. At low stress levels, characters receive a bonus percentage to hit, but high stress levels result in a lower bonus percentage to hit and a defense penalty. When characters reach maximum stress, they get a negative trait, also known as a quirk, which adds a new layer of character development and customization. While Darkest Dungeon allows for both positive and negative quirks, as far as I know, in Shardpunk, these traits are always negative. This unique mechanic adds depth to each character and can even affect your overall strategy. The combat and movement in Shardpunk Verminfall are based on action points, or AP for short, just like in XCOM and many other games out there. The game's similarity to XCOM gives me a lot of the same vibes, but instead of fighting aliens, we're battling rats. Similar to XCOM, the movement range is displayed on the ground, and you decide whether to use 1 AP or commit 2 APs, leaving you without the ability to attack that turn. This mechanic adds more strategy to the game, making you think about every move you make in combat. Each character has a certain number of APs that they can use in combat, and you must decide how to use them. The map also has 3 different tactical cover options like XCOM: no cover, half cover, and full cover. Depending on the kind of cover a character has, their defense will change when attacked by enemies. Oh, and there's also the classic old Overwatch, and it can get pretty crazy. One of my favorite rat extermination techniques is inspired by the turtle formation, which is an ancient battle technique used by the Romans. To execute it, I put my support unit in the middle and trigger the support mode skill. Then I let the enemies come to me while I laugh at their dying bodies hitting the ground. Okay, I don't have shields on the side or above, but you can see the resemblance, right? There are, however, some special actions your characters can do that don't use action points. The automaton, for instance, has a lot of those, but the other regular characters do too. One of those is searching for loot, a very cool feature Shardpunk offers. When moving around on a map, you'll see a lot of these green tiles. Those tiles can be searched for items. Again, in Darkest Dungeon, while on a run, you had some rooms or corridors where you could interact with curios and get loot from them. In Shardpunk, you can do the same thing and it doesn't cost a single action point. It's important to note that despite the similarities to other games, in Shardpunk Verminfall, time is of the essence, as you are on the run and must not be overrun. While the game offers the opportunity to search for loot at green tiles scattered throughout the map, it may not be always the best choice to stop at every single one. You need to balance the benefits of potential loot against the risk of being overrun. In conclusion, Shardpunk Verminfall is a game that takes inspiration, in my opinion, from two of the best games out there, XCOM and Darkest Dungeon. The team selection, shelter phase, stress, quirks, ape-me movement combat, and strategy tactical genre all make this game an exciting and unique experience. If you're a fan of XCOM or Darkest Dungeon, you should most definitely check it out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more indie game shenanigans. If you enjoy strategy and tactics games, don't miss my review of Desktop Dungeons Rewind. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye!